Alright, today guys we're going to do a dimensioning file on Onshape. So the first thing we're going to do is go back to 124 part 1, and I'd suggest just to make sure we get the right dimensions. We're going to go ahead and look at this worksheet answer key. Alright, we're going to open that guy up. Alright, so you're going to want to look at the answer ones that already have the dimensions. So basically I'm recreating this sheet you see here. Alright. So we need to make sure we put in center lines, hidden lines, center marks, and all the dimensions shown here. Alright, so we're going to go back to our document, Onshape, and we're going to go back into activity 124. If it doesn't show up under your recent stuff, you can always go back into 1.2. It's there also. Hopefully you named it right. And so I have the 3 parts I created, which are based off of the 3 drawings here. Okay, so part 1 is drawing 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what we're going to do is create the drawing files that correspond with these guys. So we're going to go down to the little plus in the bottom left. We're going to go ahead and select Create Drawing. We're going to do the ANSI A inch, and we're going to click OK. And that's going to create our first drawing file. Alright, and we want to choose part 1. So over here in this little menu, select part 1. We want to start with the front view. We'll see how 1-to-1 goes. I think 1-to-1 might be fine. So we're going to go ahead and stick with that for a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in my front view. And we'll bring up the top view. And I think I got to go back, select the front view one more time, bring it over here, and we'll get our ISO view. Alright, so I got all the views I need in there, and now all I need to do, alright, is let's go ahead and start over here. So let's go ahead and exit out of the tool. If we're on a computer, you can just hit escape to get out of it. That's nice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and show shaded view on the isometric. Alright, it might take a second. There, beautiful. Now let's go ahead over here and let's make sure our hidden line shows. So I'm going to click on the front, I'm going to click on the top, right click, and show hidden lines, first choice. And it takes a second, okay? And now let's do our center lines. So what we want to use for our center lines is this edge to edge center line up here, okay? And so we're going to click on that guy, and we're going to click on the 2 hidden line edges to put a center line down the middle. Same thing down here. Click on my 2 hidden line edges, puts a center line down the middle. Now up next on our list is center mark. So wherever we have a circle, we're going to click on the edge of the circle, put in a center mark. And it doesn't quite show up as big as the ones on the drawing features here, so you see how big those ones are. I'm not sure why they show up bigger, probably because they aren't done in Onshape. They were probably done in Inventor or in Fusion, to tell you the truth. So that might be why they look different. So let's go ahead and add in some of those dimensions now. So we need to do the location dimensions for this hole over here. So that would be the distance from this edge to the center. Let's see if it grabs it. There it goes. Okay, we'll bring that down here. And I believe we're going to do the bottom edge to the center so we know where it's located. Didn't grab it. I'll go ahead and delete that in a second. Alright. I'm going to hit escape so I can select this guy, and then I'm going to hit the delete or backspace button. Okay? I could also select it, right click on it, and do the same. Alright, so that has the location of that hole worked out. Let me make sure that matches up. Yep. Okay, and then let's do the location on this hole. So this is 3/4 in and a 1/2 inch up. Okay, so again, we're going to go select our dimensioning tool, kind of top middle there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and select the bottom edge to the center. That looks good. And then the outer edge to the center. Bring that down here. And that looks good. Let's look back real quick here. Okay, let's do our diameters of our holes next. So I just want to see something real quick here. It should automatically select like the dimension for the most part for a hole, or excuse me, for a circle. If I select the dimension tool and I hover over a circle, it should give me a call out that has, there you go, has the diameter dimension on it. Same thing with this circle. We're going to bring it, and it looked like they tried to sneak it in right there when they did it on their version right there. See? Yep. And we're not worried about, I think ours is showing decimals, theirs shows fractions. We're okay. We're not going to worry about that. And then the last thing is we need the overall dimension. So we need the height, the length, and the depth. Okay? So let's go ahead. We got the dimensioning tool selected, so let's go with height. Done. Let's go with the length. Done. And the depth. Done.